again, I am going to read a new news article for you for this week. Let's get ready to start. These are the questions that are going to be asked again after we read our story. And I want to give them to you ahead of time so you start thinking about it and looking for those answers when we read. So, what is the paper about? What may hospital workers give to sick people? And where do hospital workers work? Those are the three questions. The title of our story is the name of our story is Thanking Hospital Workers. And the author is the person who wrote it is from the current events in News to You. There's not a specific author. Now is the time that we're going to watch a video. The video is very long, so I'm going to stop it before it ends. And it will give you a hint of what our story is going to be about. And after we watch it, I'm going to ask you to make a prediction. Let's get ready.
Hi, I'm Hudson. I'm here at UCLA Mattel Children's Hospital. It's right there. I know that hospitals can be scary places, so I'm here to show you around so you know exactly what to expect when you come here. It's a pretty cool place. I should know. I practically grew up here. When you pull into the hospital, there's a valet right at the front. They give you a ticket and park your car for you. If you like parking, you can self-park in the garage too. Entrances to the garage are off Gailey Avenue and Westwood Boulevard. One of the first things you'll see is the welcome wall. It shares the stories of the people that work here and stayed here. If you're coming to the hospital for an overnight stay, you'll go straight to the admissions office on the first floor next to Maddie's room. At the admissions office, your parents will do a lot of the talking. This is where you will get checked in for the night and get a room. If you're really injured or very sick, you may have to come to the emergency department. There's a waiting area in the corner just for kids. You can watch a video, play a game, or do some arts and crafts while you're waiting. There are special doctors that just treat kids. They are called pediatric hospitalists. They may visit you so you get the best care. The emergency department also has child life specialists. They're like your best friend the whole time you're here. At an information desk, you can ask these people anything. I mean anything.
Hi, Hudson.
What's your favorite color?
Blue.
Do you like cake?
I love cake.
Do you like fish?
I do like fish.
If you had a spirit animal, what would it be?
I believe it would be a penguin.
Do you have any ice cream?
I do not. I wish I did. But I do believe our cafeteria has some.
I know the way. My favorite place here is the cafeteria because they have all different kinds of food. It's kind of like having your own personal chef. Thank you. I like the sushi the best, but everything else is great too. Oh yeah, I forgot. Ice cream. After your parents pay at the register, you can come sit down at the dining area or have a picnic outside. There is an ATM and a cashier next to the gift shop on the first floor. If you want to buy something from the gift shop, you could buy something to say thanks, or I don't know, a snack maybe? If you or your parents need to take a break outside, we even have the place for that. The garden is right outside the dining commons, and it is so peaceful. You'll be spending a lot of time in elevators. Because this is such a big place, there are east and west elevators. Let's go to the pediatric units on the 5th floor. If you come in for care overnight, it's kind of like having a home away from home, with a TV, free Wi-Fi, a bathroom, room service, and places to put your stuff. The doctors and nurses here are super smart and friendly.
And we're here to make sure you feel better as soon as possible. If you need us, just hit a button and we'll be right there.
If you have any questions about your room or the hospital, you can ask your nurse about it.
There's a nurse's station right nearby, and if you want to know who's taking care of you today, take a look on the whiteboard.
Friends and family can even come visit you while you're here. They'll need to check in at the information desk. When they get here, they'll need to press a buzzer so someone can let them in. They'll go to the front desk and ask to see you. If you aren't ready for them to visit, there are waiting rooms right outside the entrance. Also on the 5th floor, there is the Chase Child Life Center. There are specialists that can help you whenever you need. They are here just for you. This is the playroom. The playroom is full of toys and games. While you're here, you might even meet some new friends. They also might be staying here. There's a teen lounge for older kids with video games and a pool table.
All right, now that we watched a little bit of that video, I want you to make a prediction. What do you think our story is going to be about today? Are we going to talk about the hospital? Or we're going to talk about a golf course? Think about what you heard on the video, what you saw, remember the title of our article, and make a prediction. You can use your yes and no cards. You're right. We are going to be talking about the hospital and all the people that works in the hospital. In this video, you saw all kinds of people that work in the hospital, not only the nurses and the doctors. You had the welcome center, you had the people that are the people that walk you from place to place. Yes, this is a hospital that is not in Charlotte, but I bet our hospitals also have a lot of people like that that can help you around. Let's get ready to start. The vocabulary, let's review it before we start our story. These are the words that you're going to hear more often in our story. We have the word hospital. The hospital is the place that you go visit when you're not feeling well. We have the word hospital workers, are all the people that have a job in the hospital, including the doctors, the nurses, and the rest of the therapists. And the last vocabulary word is medicine. Medicine is something that the doctor prescribes to you to take care of something. Now let's get ready to read. Thanking hospital workers. Hospital workers are very busy now. Many people are sick with the coronavirus. Hospital workers are helping sick people become healthy. Hospital workers work in hospitals. People who are very sick may go to hospitals. People who are hurt may go to hospitals too. People who are sick or hurt need help. Hospital workers can help these people. Hospitals have many kinds of hospital workers. A hospital worker might be a doctor, a nurse, a therapist, an aide, or a pharmacist. Hospital workers do many things. Hospital worker may do surgery, take a temperature, give medicine, and more. Hospital workers include janitors and cafeteria workers too. Janitors make hospitals clean. A clean hospital can help people be healthy. Cafeteria workers cook food in hospitals. Eating good food can help people be healthy. All hospital workers are important. People can thank hospital workers anytime. A good time to thank a hospital worker is National Hospital Week. National Hospital Week is May 10th to the 16th in 2020. That's next week. This week celebrate hospital workers. People can do things to thank hospital workers. People can make cards, send an email, or write a letter. People can send food to hospitals. Hospital workers can enjoy the food. People can thank hospital workers on social media too. They can say why hospital workers are important. People can share pictures and videos. They can share stories about hospital workers. People can use my hospital in their posts. Interesting. Cities across the United States have hospitals. Many hospital workers are very busy now. Well, they are helping people sick with the coronavirus. Many people are thanking hospital workers. How can you thank a hospital worker? Okay, now it's time for us to answer some questions. Before I ask you the questions, let's review what you have to do in order to answer a question. First, listen to the question. 2, listen to all the answer choices. 3, think about it. And 4, pick one. What is the paper about? What did we read about today? Did we read about thanking hospital workers? Did we read about the Irwin family helps animals? Or we read about sharing happiness? What was our news article today? You are correct. We were talking about thanking hospital workers. Good job. Let's move to the next one. What may hospital workers give to sick people? What are they going to give them when they're sick? Are they going to give them a ticket? Are they going to give them medicine? Or are they going to give them a pet? Use your yes and no cards and answer the question. Based on our story, hospital workers will give medicine to sick people. You are right if you answer medicine. Last question. Where do hospital workers work? Do they work at a restaurant? Do they work at a clothing store? Or they work at the hospital? It's right there on the question. That's a context clue. You are right. They do work at the hospital. Now, oh, my favorite time to hear a joke. Let me move myself here. Knock, knock. Who's there? Weak. Weak who? We can thank hospital workers. I love how they use language on these knock, knock jokes. All right. Another part of my favorites is the survey. It's time to ask people around your home if they have been in a hospital. Have you been in the hospital is the question. And then you can count and tally yes or no. I have been in the hospital, so I will mark yes. Now, time to make a connection between our hospital workers article and our lives. Let's see how we can connect it. At home, in our community, or in the world. I thought this one was very interesting. It's the one that I showed. Or you can finish watching the video from our anticipatory set because it's really interesting, all the workers in that hospital that Hudson was showing us. But this is a tour through a U.S. Navy hospital, just to show you that a hospital does not need to be a building. This is a big ship that provides health and care. Let's watch it together.
All right, I'm Petty Officer Foy, Gail Foy. I'm attached with HSC 22, who is detached to the USNS Comfort, here for better relations with Jamaica and continuing promise 2015. What I have behind me is a MH-60 Sierra. We're in charge of packs, mail, cargo, medevac, and search and rescue for within the AOR area that we are operating within. Anything that you throw at us, we're more than likely capable of taking care of it. So we're in charge of transporting doctors and stuff like that so they can ride along with us as well.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Captain Wiley. I'm the ship's master. I'm the person who actually operates the ship. I know Captain Sears and I often joke, is the ship a hospital or is the hospital a ship? Well, it's both. My job is to drive the ship, bring the ship where it needs to go, and also we keep the lights on, make water for the crew and everything. So that's part of what what makes this ship so unique is the fact that we run it as a hospital, but it's also run as a ship. So this ship used to be the Rose City. It was a super tanker. And then back in 1986, it was converted from a super tanker into a hospital ship in San Diego, California. The pilot house that you see here was the actual pilot house that was built as the super tanker. It was back aft. When the ship was converted to a hospital ship, the pilot house was cut off and moved forward and planted here. So this is it's a unique opportunity for someone like myself, because normally I drive oil tankers for a living. And to come on a ship that now has a hospital attached to it makes things certainly challenging for your typical tanker captain like myself.
Just like in a real hospital or a real setting. It breathes, it cries. When they cyanotic, they get blue lips. There's a little blue part that makes the nurse or a doctor know that they're cyanotic.
So you can hear it. This is one of our high fidelity simulators that we use to train doctors, nurses, and medics that come on board for the subject matter expert exchanges. This mannequin is able to simulate blood pressure, heart rate, an electrical rhythm, is able to cry, has a pulse. His tongue is able to swell. You can check fontanelles, which tells us that they have a head trauma or a head injury. The training that we do here is so realistic that sometimes we have providers like nurses and doctors cry when the simulated baby dies, because it's so realistic and so intense.
Lieutenant Commander James Clark, and I'm one of the diagnostic radiologists on board the USNS Comfort. Contrast heads for people with headaches, some altered mental status, as well as CT of the chest, as well as CT of the abdomen and pelvis, mostly to look for stones, or if people have chronic abdominal pain that the clinician is not quite sure of what's going on, we'll help them out that way.
Welcome to the Comfort. This is our main operating room. We have a total of 12 rooms on board. One of those rooms serves as an interventional radiology suite. We have 9 surgical subspecialties that are present on this mission, ranging anywhere from general surgery, pediatrics, ENT, urology, and others. We're here to work in collaboration with your country, and it's our pleasure to be here.
Hi everybody, good morning. Welcome to the ICU aboard the USNS Comfort. I'm Lieutenant Oates. I'm one of the ICU nurses here aboard the ship. I just wanted to say a little bit about the ICU. We're just so happy to be here in Jamaica and part of the Continuing Promise 2015 mission. We've been so happy to take care of patients in the host nations, especially here in Jamaica. And we've been so happy to work with our corpsmen and teaching them parts of taking care of patients and furthering their skills.
Show you our equipment on our way out. But the flow of the ship starts in CASRAC, goes to the operating room, then goes to the ICU, and then they go to the ward, and they come back through CASRAC to go back to the host nation or to wherever they need to go. And it flows very nicely. We're practicing before we went underway. This is a standardized patient that we train, and they actually are patients. They give you the same symptoms, and they complain about what's going on with their complaints, and then we take care of them. That is our new surgical suit that we used while we were underway. And it started the patient from CASRAC as well, all the way to the operating room. CASRAC means casualty receiving.
Notice here with this cut suit, they're actually cutting into a suit that is worn by a real patient. They're putting in a chest tube right now.
This was a hypothermia patient that was practicing for man overboard, and it has a heart rate, it breathes, it cries, it talks.
So what you're about to see is a simulation. There is no actual blood, or this is not an actual patient. Okay?
We have to let you know it's all simulation. It will actually bleed just like a real patient, up to 1 liter to 1.5 liters of blood. That's how we train everybody to stop the bleeding.
All right, we're back. So wasn't that interesting? They take this ship to a different country, and then they can help the people from that country as well as the sailors they carry. I thought that was so interesting. That's why I wanted to share it with you. Now, for our activity, we can do what our article said. We can thank the people that work for our hospitals, especially during this time that is so difficult. We can make a card, you can send an email with the help of your parents, or you can write them a letter saying how much you appreciate their help. Or you can use this hashtag #myhospital in a post. Tell me how that goes, because I have never done that. I hope you enjoyed our article, and I see you again next week. Bye.